Facebook family, Facebook world. I'm back for another look. All right, so today, I'm typing my link in here. So if you guys want to check it out, you can. Can you hear my dog hacking in the background? Bless his little heart. Today was the last day of school for our county. So my son has been upstairs playing Fortnite since he got home. Have not washed the hair, have not done anything to the hair. That's okay because I've been printing out address labels for my New Year's Eve cards. I'm so excited to do this look because I'm going to be using Danessa shades, Danessa colors, Danessa products. So you guys know that we launched these eyeshadows by Danessa. These two right here. We have one that's a whole matte, isn't that gorgeous? And one that's metallic. And here's the deal. The one that was metallic, they had to take it back, and they had some issues with pressing the colors, and they just got it back. So it's just been re-released. So I thought we'll pull out a shade or two from there and play around with it because I haven't done a look with these colors in a while. So I'm going to do sort of like a copper gold. Hello? Oh my God! My daughter's here. I just started a live. I didn't know that you guys. It's 4:30.
Yeah, we got on for 4.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I told you this week it's 9 to 4 instead of 8 to 5.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick makeup look
Okay.
because we're already live. So.
Oh, hi!
This is my daughter. I just pushed the button.
Sorry for interrupting.
You're fine. We're gonna do a Danessa look, and I'm gonna use my lashes, my mist lashes by the Red Aspen. So look at this, and you can watch the transformation when I'm finished. Okay. So when you guys join, say hey. Let me know that you're here. Yeah, go pour some wine.
Okay.
Let them know that you're here. Sorry. Okay. So then you know what I think I'll do is I'll make this kind of quick. If you have never heard of this makeup, this is all professional grade makeup. It's awesome. That just means that it's the best makeup you can buy. It's used on film sets. It's phenomenal. I mean, it's just the best you can get, and it's really, really affordable. I'm Lori Landsberg, and I'm a beauty guide with LimeLife by Alcone, and we are just the direct sales division of a professional company based out of Manhattan that, hey, Julie! Hey, Kiana! That has been catering to the professional makeup artists for decades, like 1952, really. So anyway, I'm just going to do a really quick look now that my daughter is here. Kiara, Amanda just walked in the door. Amanda, is Steve here? Well, they just walked in the door, and I didn't know they were coming this early. So we're going to do a look with the Danessa palettes, okay? So these are the 2 eyeshadow palettes that launched by Danessa. She is a phenomenal makeup artist. She does makeup for all kinds of celebrities. She is so good. If you've never heard of her, her name is Danessa. It's like Vanessa with a D. Hello, Julie. I know I keep doing this because I can't see. Hey, Kiara, I can't see because the comments are covered up. Danessa's phenomenal. She is so much fun to watch do makeup, and she brought us all these gorgeous new eyeshadows and bronzers and blushes for women with deeper skin tones. What's so cool about that is that women with lighter skin tones can wear makeup that darker skin tone women can wear, but darker tones can't wear lighter shades, if that makes sense. So she did us a huge favor. She just expanded and broadened our whole entire makeup line. So I thought I would show you a look, and I'm just trying to think of how I'm going to get started. Okay, so Amanda's throwing me off. She walked through the door. I didn't expect that. Okay, let's do some brows real quick. And we don't have brow pencils because as I said, this line was created with makeup artists in mind. That's why it was created, to give them an extra flow of income. You know, someone sitting in their chair, you're doing their makeup, they absolutely love it, and so they can get the makeup from their makeup artist, right? So that's why it was created. Makeup artists typically don't have brow pencils because they use shadows for that. It's super easy. It's less product in your bag, and I like the way it looks better, actually. So what I do is I take this brow tamer brush. It's phenomenal. It's the best brow brush ever. It's great for liner too. And I just take a little bit of our setting spray. So that's the trick, is using setting spray. I just take a little and squirt it in the top. Setting spray sets the shadows. It sets the pigment, right? So you can make brows and you can do eyeliner with eyeshadow pigment. less product in your bag. I love a product that will pull double duty. You need to come see. Yes, you do. I would love to do that, Julie. That'd be so much fun. I just take this brush, dip it into the cap that I've just sprayed the setting spray. So I have this little mantra that I always tell people. You could totally dip this in water and water would work, but the spray is going to stay. So water works, but spray stays. You totally want to go with the spray. That's why you set your makeup with spray, to make it last all day. I just made it rhyme. Okay, so I am going to take that and go straight into Taupe for the Best, which is the shade I use for my brows. There's several different colors. If you need help choosing a color, let me know and I can tell you. But Taupe for the Best is what I use. And so I'm just going to... I'm so totally thrown off, y'all. I'm just going to draw me in some brows. So I'm just going to start. The brush is angled perfectly, and it's a super sharp, precise brush. So I just go in little swishes. Is it swish the right word? I don't even know. And follow my natural line like that. Okay. And then I'm going to go on the top. You can make them wider if you feel like they need to be wider. I'm going to possibly do the sort of unibrow that you see a lot of. And the purpose of the unibrow is that you can get your brows even. That's the purpose of it, right? Hey, Christine. All right. So I'm going to fill those in like this. And see how I don't mind coming out of it? I'm okay coming out of it. The whole purpose of doing this is to make sure that they're nice and even. Okay, so we're going to do this, because then we're going to take our brush and we're going to do like this. And that gets that nice look of light to dark. That's where the whole unibrow things come in, see? All right, so we're going to do the other brow. I'm really psyched about these colors that I'm going to be using on my eyes. Some real pretty yellows, golds, maybe purple, but something that would look really nice for New Year's Eve. Some shimmer would be nice. Okay, see how I'm doing this? It doesn't even have to be perfect, to be honest, because you're going to take, when we finish, we're going to take our concealer and that's going to clean up the edges. And that's the beauty of doing the brows, is that you don't have to worry about it being perfect, because you're going to clean it all up anyway, right? So the edges don't have to be perfect, but you want to get them nice and filled in. So remember, I've dipped it in the setting spray. So now we're going to do this and just real lightly. You don't want to do it too much because you don't want to wipe the pigment off completely. Anyway, basically just like that. The palette is the mix of... okay, so most of our shadows, so we have 36 shades. This is our 18 well palette right here. We have 2 of these, and there's 30, so it's 36. You get to choose from those. But Danessa brought out these. These are as is, so you have to buy the palette as it is. So 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 8 shades in each one of these, and it is as is. But the girlfriend, they are all meant to work together. They all work so beautifully together. They're all coordinated, so you will use them all. That's the other thing about pro-grade makeup, and the fact that line was created with makeup artists in mind initially, is that you don't, who wants to buy a palette where they're only going to use a shade or 2? What are you doing? You're funny. If you're just joining us, my daughter Amanda is possibly making fun of me. Is that what you're doing? I see a lot of women who will do this, and they will do this a lot darker, but that makes me nervous. I feel like I don't have enough on there, so I'll put a little bit more. And I normally wouldn't take this long with my brows, but I am. Usually I wouldn't even do this, but this is just like for a night out. I am talking New Year's Eve, right? So anyway, we can go in there and add more pigment. So here's where you clean it up. And this is the part that I say it makes it so easy. So I just take a concealer brush. Hey, Vicki. And hey, if you guys ask me questions I don't answer, just because I can't see them, but I'll come back and I'll answer them later, okay? So this is a complexion palette. This is fantastic because you can get the foundation and 2 concealers of your choice. I have this one. This is number 0. It's a great highlighting concealer. And this is number 3, and this is the same as my skin tone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this number 0, and I'm going to go under my brow. This is where you can clean it all up, and you can get a precise, perfect line. See this? But what's also happening is this shade is also going to double as an eyeliner, an eyebrow lid primer, because our concealers do double as primers, and also as a highlight for under your brow. So see that? I don't know if you can tell if the camera's picking it up, but you see how I can just get it super, super precise? Okay, see you, girl. And then go over here and do the same thing. Amanda, is Steve here? No. Okay. So see what I'm doing? Uh-oh. Oh. Is that gonna mess me up? Someone's trying to sign into my husband's computer account, probably from the office, and it often will freeze my phone. So there, so you just do that. You get it nice and even, clean up any little mess you might have, and you can bring this down as far as you want, and you can put it over the whole entire eye. So, but what I have on my eye is I have a primer that I really like. This is by Urban Decay, and it's Eyeshadow Primer Potion, and it's just really, really good for aging eyes. Works really well for mine, so my shadow doesn't crease. A lot of girls will use this. Will use the concealers for a primer. So then what I'm going to do is take the this shade right here, which is number 3, and I'm going to go on the top. So this is where the brow really starts to take shape. And I'm using this because that way, when I put on my foundation, it's going to just match seamlessly, right? So you got the bottom, the lighter shade, and then you can do the top in your foundation shade. And then it's just like the most, look at that. It's crazy. So if you are looking to get really perfect brows, this is a good way to do it. On just a regular average day, I don't do this. There we go. Okay, and then just so you don't have to stare at it, I'm going to take some of this brown away. So see what's happened is where I started wiping it off with my brush with the spoolie end, of the brow tamer brush, it's faded the brow so that it's faded light to darker, which is a really nice look that a lot of people like. And I'm not finished with these, but at least you don't have to stare at the unibrow the whole time wondering, are you going to wipe that off? Okay, so that's it for that. Okay, so let's start with some eyeshadow. And I'm going to start with, I like this shade right here. This is the lightest shade in this palette. This is the Danessa Matte palette. Really, really great buttery pigmented shades. Really, really nice. And they all just go so well together. I'm going to take that and I'm just going to pat that on my lid. I like to have a powder base on my lid so that the other shadows I put on top of it blend even better, even more smoothly. So I've got that eyeshadow primer on my lids. So now I'm going to put the powder on the lids. And that's just a light shade you can start with. I like this color. Hang on, let me shut my door. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this really pretty color right here. So I've turned the camera around so that when you're looking at it, you can actually see the shades as you're looking at them. So I'm going to go in with that real pretty color right there. And I'm going to put that in my, use this as my transition color, okay? And I'm using the pointed blender brush. These shadows, so our regular shadows are, what are they, $14 each? But you can build your own palettes of all the shades that you want, the shades that you like. You can build a palette and you can save money. So you can get a 4-well palette, or you can get a 6-well palette, or you can get all 18. You can get an 18-well palette if you want to. So again, I'm just going into, as for this transition color. And this is a shade this is a look I would totally wear for New Year's. I haven't really decided exactly. The only thing that I know for sure I'm going to wear for New Year's Eve, the dress I bought, and then my favorite lashes, these are the Gigi lashes, because they just make me feel like special, just extra special. Okay, so this is pointed blender brush, going in with that really, really pretty shade right there. If you're numbering them, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm doing number 4, if that helps you. So I know sometimes I'll be watching people do videos and I'm like, which shade did she use? Show me the shade. And then they forget to hold it up or whatever, and then I'm left guessing, and then I have to figure it out myself. Okay. So a little bit, I'm going to just a little bit darker, add a little bit more. Again, this is just the transition color. It's just a real pretty peachy brown, I guess you would say. Get nice and blended. And I haven't done my purple shade in a while, so we're going to use a little purple too, okay? Because the purple is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Alrighty. Hey, Stephanie, Lauren. Hey, Miss Maria. Alrighty, so now I'm going to go in with my angled shadow brush. If you guys do not have professional grade brushes, you really should look into upgrading to professional grade. Your tools make such a huge difference. It's crazy. The first time I ever used a professional brush, I could not believe the difference it made in applying. I mean, it really makes all the difference. Okay, that purple shade that is absolutely gorgeous, I'm going to put that on the outer corners. So I'm going to just take it, and also remember something too, that professional grade products, lots of pigment, so you might have to like tap off your brush, but that's the reason why I do my foundation last. Okay, so I'm going to go in with that purple, and I'm going to go in this outer corner. And just kind of wiggle it around. Just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I love this palette. Now my new palette hasn't come in. This is the metallic palette. I have the original one, the one that they recalled and then they released it again. And what I'm hearing is that it is way better than even the original one that was intended to come out. So I'm very excited to get that. That is on its way to me. So I'm just staying in this corner here. And I really like this brush, this angled brush, because the way it works, you see like that? I just dip my brush into the shade and then it fits right there perfectly, but I can also use it to blend. You could also make sure you have a clean fluffy brush around that you can use to blend as well, because you need a clean brush. Now I hear Ben coming down the stairs. Okay. Now I'm going to just kind of bring it in like this. I'm not putting extra pigment on it because it already has pigment. So what I'm doing is I'm dragging it in from the corner into the inner part, because I'm going for a smoky look. Remember, it is New Year's Eve, all right? Hey, if you guys enjoy these videos and you think your girlfriends would enjoy them too, make sure you share it. You could even copy the link to it and send it to them in a private message if you didn't want to share it on your wall. That'd be fine too. I'm not even going anywhere tonight, y'all. I am going to go live later with one of my teammates who we're going to talk about her business and how she's doing so she can talk to her network about it, because we have the most incredible company ever. And we just want to share the joy. All right? So, that's coming along. Thank you, Maria. Okay. So, I'm going to put it a little bit darker, a little bit deeper on these outer corners. So, because we're going for a nice smoky look. So, I'm just staying on the top lid right now. I'm not going to do anything with the lower lid because I need to... once I get the foundation on, then we'll go under that lower lid with a little bit of shadow. Okay, so see, add a little bit at a time so you don't feel like you're adding too much. It's easier to add than to take away. I like the way this is turning out though. This is really pretty. So now I'm going to take this clean, fluffy brush and make sure that this is all blended and I don't have any funny lines. Okay, so far, see that? All right. So now we're going to go in with this gorgeous, gorgeous palette. I love this. This is so pretty. All right, we're going to take, I'm looking for the brush I want to use. I'm going to take this brush right here. This is brush number 20. This is a small shadow brush. It's really great. I'm going to go in with that beautiful gold color. Okay, so again, if you're looking at the palette, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we're going to use number 1 in the upper left corner when you're looking at it. And we're going to just pat this on there. This is a shimmer. Metallic palette is all shimmers. Don't think that you can't wear shimmers, girls. Even if your eyes are older like mine, it's just a matter of placement. It doesn't mean you cannot wear it. Because our shimmers are not like overwhelming shimmers. They're not like glitter, young girl shimmers. They're quite classy. So we're going to put this, start at the inner corner and work our way in. You could, if you wanted to get an extra pop, you could even wet your brush. You can wet your brush with any pigment, any shadows. It doesn't have to be LimeLife, it can be any shadows. And I'm just patting it on because if you pat, it's like you're packing it. And then it really stays well. Plus, then when you spray your setting spray on it, it's going to stay even better. All right, so there's that. Okay, I feel like I need a little bit more of that real pretty color, that peachy brown. I guess that's what I'm calling it, a peachy brown. I feel like I need a little bit more here. And this, when you put a little bit on your brush and you put it on, you can also kind of, you're blending it into that purple as well. Here we go. Look how pretty that is. I really like this. I know I look funny, but it's all going to come together. All right, so that's all I'm going to do for the top part of my eyes. Then we're going to go in with our Perfect eyeliner pen. Ah, no, she is going to be so excited. She's going to have so much fun. She's going to have to take a picture, Maria. I want to see her wearing the makeup. My face is getting so red. I don't even know what is up with that. You know what it is? I shut the door. Look at my face. I'm purple. I'm gonna go open my door. Okay. I'm gonna also take off my sweater because I'm turning purple. I guess I'm too hot. Hey, Aunt Judy. All right, so Perfect eyeliner pen. You guys, this is like the most precise eyeliner pen ever that I've used, and you can just ask any of my daughters and they will tell you. It's fantastic. It is smudge proof. It's so precise, you will absolutely love it. We're just going to line the top lid, the top lash line. It has a really great point. If you like winged liners, or if you like to do wings, you'll love this. I can't do a wing because I have older eyes and it just doesn't work for me. Just gonna stay right. Who's that?
Steve.
Oh, hey. I'm doing a live. Okay, I have all these people in my house now, y'all.
Wait, why are you doing makeup?
Because I'm going live later with Kate and I needed to do makeup, and also because everybody likes makeup looks, so I'm trying to show them good New Year's Eve looks. Okay, so see that? I just lined my upper lash line. And I'm also going to do lashes. I'm going to try my lashes by Red Aspen. They're the brand, they're the style Miss. I think it's really pretty, so we're going to try that today. Okay, so we're going to go under the eye in a little bit after I do my foundation. Oh, sorry, let me get the eye boogers out. Okay, so I'm going to just curl my lashes a wee bit. Just a wee bit. So that when I put my lashes on, my fake lashes, these curl up into them and they're not stick straight, and then you can see the difference. This is my favorite eyelash curler. This is called a Prima eyelash curler and it's fantastic. It's much more precise than a traditional curler. Okay, so I just did it a little bit, okay? So now we're gonna go in with our foundation. And if you guys have not tried this foundation, it's fabulous. It's the absolute best I've ever used. It's very skin-like. There's so much pigment. You only need a little so you feel like you're wearing nothing, which is fabulous. And I'm going to take some of my Skin Therapy, and squirt it right directly into the palette. I'm going to use my brush and swirl that around. And that's going to give me a lot more moisture. And I just like the way it feels and looks. And I just swirl my brush around a little bit. Like I said, there's so much pigment in this makeup. You don't need a lot. If you ever try this and you feel like you're and you say to me this is too heavy, you have used way too much. It doesn't take a lot, and I'm just using the buffer brush to apply it. So see how I don't have to go near my brows and mess them up, because I'm wearing the brow color, not the brow color, I'm wearing the concealer in my skin tone, my shade, so I don't have to get near those brows. So that's really nice. And mess up the perfect, precise brows. I'm going to be real careful around my nose piercing. Okay, I've got to take my mirror off now I can't see. Okay. So I'm using a mixture of Shinto 0 and Shinto 1. Look at my ears. What the heck, fire? I must have gotten really, really hot when I closed that door and didn't realize it. Dang. Okay, a little bit more on this side. This is where you can really see how good the coverage is, because I have some old places on my skin that are super red, but it covers it right up. And we have several ways that you can apply this foundation. You can use the buffer brush that I'm using, which I think is brush number 5. We have a diffuser brush that's much bigger. It's basically the same thing. It's just much bigger and it covers a bigger area, so you do it twice as fast. Or you can use the Blenderful, which is the best blending bud you'll ever use in your life. It's got this great flat side, which is really wonderful, just pressing the foundation into your skin. So you might want to check that out. So if you have areas on your face, watch this, that need a little bit more coverage, I'll show you how to work around that. Look at how that just evened out my skin tone. It's insanity, I'm telling you. Just take your brush, if you have some areas that need a little more coverage, and instead of swirling it around on your face like this, take it like this and stipple it in those areas. Like right there, I need a little more concentrated foundation in those areas, so you can stipple it on, and that way look at my ears. Oh my gosh, it's the last time I'll shut my door in my office again. Golly, it's crazy. so that is that. And you could just stick with this, but let me tell you the best thing to do with this foundation is to set it with our translucent powder, because that means it's not going anywhere. It also is really good because it mattifies it. It makes it, wait a minute, looking for. It mattifies it and it sets the makeup so that it's not moving when you touch it. I'm just gonna clean up those brows in the center. But it gives us a satiny finish. It's a really nice satiny finish. Golly, I feel like I need to cover my ears because they're so stinking red. Okay. Let me just fan myself a little bit. Hey, Renee. Steve. He's in the other room watching. Okay, so I'm loving the eye look. What do y'all think? It's really pretty. All right, so I'm going to take a little bit of... This is bronzer number 2. It's a matte, and I really like this. And add a little bit of color to my face. Here and here. And then for me, I'm going to put it in the, right here in my hairline, because I have that big old forehead, 4-finger forehead. And this gives the illusion that my forehead is not quite as tall as it actually is. And it also just warms up your face really, really nicely. We have lots of different shades now of bronzers. So if you need help choosing one, let me know. Okay, I need to I have this little fluffy brush, and I'm going to cover these little areas up. They were a little bit more. What is that? Oh, let me see. Oh, did you buy that?
No, it was...
Oh, yeah, you can do it. You can open it. If you take a little fluffy brush like this, and you go into your foundation or into one of your concealers, and you can go around and just paint the areas that might need a little more coverage, that works really, really well. Okay, so now that those are covered, I'm going to go back over them with my pressed powder to set it so that it does not move. See that? Our pressed powder is completely colorless. All right, so now that I've got my bronzer on, I'm going to go in with this really, really pretty blush. Let me remember the name of it. I'm going to pop it out. It's called Slam, and it's number 3 by Danessa. See that? And I'm going to just take a little, and you have to be super careful because there's lots of pigment. So you want to do that and make sure you don't get too much. But if you do get too much, that's okay. Look, that's a lot. Because you can just take, look, because you can just take your foundation brush. Okay, now I'm looking like a doll. Look at this. But watch what happens. Take your foundation brush, don't add any foundation to it, and just go around it like this, and it tones it down. See that? How nice? And then I still have a really pretty color, but it's not like rosy cheeks like a little doll. I love this color. This is very pretty, and I think it looks really nice with the eyes too. Okay, so see there? It just toned it all the way down, didn't it? Looks really nice. Okay, now we are going to do some lashes. I'm going to throw these lashes on real quick so you guys can see how pretty they are. And how fun, because it elevates the look when you do lashes. If I can find them. Oh, I've got them in front of me. Hang on. All right. Okay, I gotta put the glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. I'm using, this is Beauty Guard, and I really like this lash glue because it's paraben, it's formaldehyde free and latex free, which is always good. I'm just going to squirt a little bit out and just put a little bead. Right on that lash strip, just like that. And this is clear, so it's kind of iridescent, but it's gonna dry clear. And just let that. I love this look. How pretty is that? I'm just gonna let that dry until it's a little bit tacky. Hello, Amanda Danielle. Is that you? Hey, Brittany. Amanda, is that you throwing all those hearts up for me? I've got. If you guys are just joining me, my daughter and her fiance just showed up, so they're in there having a glass of wine while I'm in here doing makeup. I feel like, while this is drying, I feel like I got too much. There, that's better. All right. So again, these are red aspen lashes, and it's the it's Miss. Oh yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so make sure you do not have any glue stuck to the tweezers, or they're going to come right off. You want to put a little bead of glue when it starts beating up like that. You know it's drying enough. So I'm just going to take it like this and place it in the center, right there, just like that. Get my mirror so I can see what I'm doing. And you want to drag the end all the way to the end of where your lashes end. You don't want to go past that line, and then take this one and place it there, right against the lash line. Okay? And once you get it on there, tap it to make sure that it's touching all over across the whole lash band. You want to make sure the whole thing's touching. And I like to press in at the ends to make sure that it's laying down, that it's got a good grip. And I'll close my eyes so you can see. You can see a little bit of the glue right there, but that's going to dry clear, so you're not going to be able to see that. So look at the difference. Do you see the difference? This is why lashes are so fun, and it just completely changes the look. Really, if you want to elevate your New Year's Eve look, this is the way to go. And you can get lashes. These are my red aspens, but you can get lashes at Sally's Beauty Supply. Ardell is a really affordable brand. Let me get my glasses on. It's really hard to see what I'm doing. Okay. I noticed yesterday when I was doing this that I was getting clumps of glue out, so I'm going to have to fix that soon. Okay. And then see, it's just on there like this. Okay. So you can blow it. This is really, really pretty. I think I might have worn these lashes one time, but not in a while. So now while this is drying, I'm just going to take my spoolie and just take my lashes and just sort of work them up in there so that they're kind of meld. I may even end up having to put a little mascara down there so that it really blends my lashes in. Okay, so now we're going to take this one and we're going to place it on the top. And we're going to go right here, pull it over, go here. There we go. Push it, make sure that it is sticking to your skin. There's nothing worse than being out with lashes and the end on one end lifts up. Okay, so then you want to look in the mirror to make sure that they're both angled the same way. Okay, and that is it for the lashes. And when that dries, we'll probably put another bead of the fantastic liquid eyeliner on it to cover up that band. Hey, Hey, everybody. Hey, Kirsten. Hey, Kirsten. I can't see. Okay. So we got that going on. So this is all good. So now we're going to go under the eye with some eyeshadow. I want to carry that color on under the eyes. So I'm going to go back in with that really pretty color here that we put in the crease. And I'm going to take this brush, number 20, because we're looking for, you know, sort of a smoky look. So we're going to go like this, and we're going to go under here. All the way across. Okay, this is how we're getting our smoky look, right? See that? And because we went on that outer V corner with that purple, we're going to do that on the bottom as well. But see what I'm doing here? Okay, and then with the same brush, just dip it in your purple. Hey, babe. You can come say hey. Everybody knows you, Ben, because I posted that picture of you wearing the mascazin. Oh. Because it was too handsome not to post. So this is my boy, you guys. This is Benjamin. Ben's gonna be 14. Benjamino. He's gonna be 14 in February, and I just hadn't thought past 13. I had not thought past 13, but I guess it's gonna happen. I don't know. I've not heard from him. Okay, so see that? Did you see how that kind of brought it all together? And you want to be super careful when you're doing it too, because you don't want to get too much pigment. All right, so I think we're going to make it even smokier, and we're going to go in with some black eyeliner, and we're going to rim the waterline, black liner. Sorry if you can't see. It's kind of hard to... So this is just the waterline on the lower lash line. And you can even do the top one if you want to. Look. Okay, see that? See, it's looking even smokier. And then we're just gonna put a little mascara on the bottom lashes. Then I think we're going to do some lipstick, and we're gonna be done with this look. Okay. So if you've not tried the mascara, it's like our #1 seller. It's so great because there's teeny tiny little fibers built in, and it doesn't make a mess. It lengthens your lashes though effortlessly for $20 US. But we're also in Canada. If you're in Canada, or you're in the UK, or you're in France, or where else did we launch? You can order right from my website. And it'll just be whatever your conversion is. And I put my website right there in the link if you guys are interested in checking it out. Okay. I'm making a mess under my eyes because it's super hard to see in the mirror and talk and do all this at the same time. Okay, so let me just clean up a little bit of that mascara. There we go. What do we think? Do we like? Oh, I need to do one more thing. We need to do highlighter. Let's do Danessa because, hey, we're doing all Danessa tonight, so we may as well do Danessa. Okay, so these are the Danessa highlights. Aren't they pretty? These are all highlighters. And when I talk about shadows being buttery, nothing compared to this. This is crazy. Let's just see what this one right here looks like. So this is a real pretty, it has sort of it's a champagne color. So let me scoop a little out and we'll see what this looks like. I think I've got color, I have pigment. Okay, let's just see what this looks like by highlighting here, just on the top of the cheekbone. Okay, well that's too much. So we'll put some over here. But this is gorgeous, you guys. You could even use these for eyeshadows. I've done that before. One thing I didn't do was I didn't do highlight with my contour. My contour. I didn't highlight with my concealers like I do a lot of the time. But can you see how pretty that is? Can you see the? Isn't that pretty? Okay, so there's that. And you know you could put it here on your lip. I don't know what it's going to look like here. Let's see, I don't want to get too much. But yeah. You could put it in the standard places for highlighting. And alrighty, so I think we will, you could even do it in the inner corners of your eye. Let's do that. Put a little bit in the inner corners. Again, this is for New Year's, right? So why not? Bam. It's so pretty. All right, and the last thing we're gonna do is just a lip color. And we're gonna do Berry Cocoa, right? So we'll see what that looks like. Berry Cocoa is also by Danessa, and it's a beautiful deep purple color. I figure since we're doing purple on the eyes, we'll do purple on the lips. It's super dark. Almost done. What are y'all doing? I have an audience here watching me. What do we think? All right. Me thinks me likes it. It's so pretty. All right. So if you do have any little mess ups, you can always take a concealer brush and you can clean up. So like right here. There. Just a little mess up right there. All right. How's that? Okay, so look, it looks good, right? Do we like it? Yay! Okay, so if you guys have any questions about this look at the eyes. Love them. I really love these lashes. I didn't even put any more eyeliner on, and I don't need it because it dried clear. So if you have any questions, if you want to know more about this look, just shoot me a message, girl. I can color match you for foundation. I can help you pick out the perfect lip shade, the perfect eye shades, everything. Just let me know. Just send me a message and I can definitely help you with that. Thank you for joining me, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.